Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Laurel Park here on Saturday. It's the 30th of May, 2020. Gonna look at the 8th race from Laurel, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and join me Monday from Deauville in France for the French 2,000 and 1,000 guineas, and also the return of the British racing from Newcastle. All the racing is going to hit us a lot next week with the return of the racing from Newcastle, the UK. Some good French fixtures coming up, and also the big one, Belmont. So join me Wednesday for that. But Maryland Racing returns today, and it's a great card, full fields, and make sure you bet it. Let's look at this 8th race, which is allowance optional claimer purse $47,000. Race for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Number 1, 3 races. The main claim starter, waiver claim race starter, blah 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 blah. Optional claim price $50,000 here. We have an overflow field of 15 horses entered. Now let's get to it. The 3 horses main track only, the 7 horses main track only, the 8 horses main track only, the 11 horses main track only, and the 15 is an all-swell duel. Did you get that? Hope you did, because I'm not repeating myself. But they're going to the turf course. The distance of ground of 1,100 meters, or 5.5 furlongs on the Laurel turf course. Rails at 0 feet, so it's the inner portion of their turf course. The top selection here, I love the 4 horse here, a great time. We'll go 4, 14, 6, 10 in the superfecta, 4, 14, 610 super. Top selection of 4 horse, a great time. The 6-year-old mare by Street Magician, Michael Trombetta trains. Julian Pimentel gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 14th of July at Laurel, 5.5 furlongs in Jamelia Stakes, and the horse finished second by a neck. Was with him early on, had the lead, but with the very long stretch here at Laurel, she just hit the wall late. Goals and Night Out got to her. Coming here off a break, back to the home racetrack, I'm going to give her another shot. She doesn't need the lead. I think a dog position in this race would be very good, especially from her post-draw. 2 backs ran February of 2018 at Gulfstream, 5 furlongs ops 25, and she won by a head. She sat back, she stalked early on after not the best beginnings, a little bit wide, but when she got the lead, she held on to a very nice victory, a very respectable 86 buyer. And then January of 2019 at Gulfstream, 1 mile allowance race 44,000. She finished 9th by 18 in the recorded lengths. Her worst races have come at a routing trip, I think. She just couldn't stay the trip. But her last win on this turf course, you have to go all the way back to 2016. So she hasn't won here in quite a while, but she's always run these respectable races here. Those were in 2018, but always respectable races on this turf course where she was placing in these 5.5 turf sprints. She's been training very well at Fair Hills. Let's give her a shot here at 9-2. Your second likeliest winner is the 14 horse, I think, Ode to Joy. Simon Russell's on this one, but he's going to have to overcome a wide post draw. But, I think he can run a good race. Most recently, though, at Tampa in the Lightning City Sprint, the horse finished 4th by 1/4 lengths there, and he just couldn't get into it there, or she couldn't get into it. But before that at Tampa, she won very nicely, and she placed here at Laurel, going 6 furlongs on the turf in September. Not a bad place there at all. Another horse, 6-1, definitely use her on the multis, but to recap my selection for the 8th from Laurel, let's take the 4 horse, a great time. We'll go 4, 14, 6, 10 in the superfecta, 4, 14 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5.